Ladies and gentlemen, your lane assignments here for our final heat of the women's 800-meter freestyle. In lane 1, representing nation's capital, Paige McKenna. Lane 2, representing Pleasanton Seahawks, Daniela Hawkins. Lane 3, representing Swim Florida, Olivia McMurray. Lane 4, representing the Bowl School Sharks, Kenzie McMahon. Lane 5, representing North Baltimore, Aesop Lee. Lane 6, representing Egg Harbor Township Seahawks, Maggie Wallace. Lane 7, representing South Bay Aquatics, Julie Arzave. And in lane 8, representing North Coast Aquatics, Greta Fenta. Heat 6, final heat in the women's 800-meter freestyle. Earlier this afternoon in the time final heats leading up to this race, Elise Bauer, Central Florida, 16 years of age with our fastest time, 8:45.75. And looking at the seed times, that would rank number 3 overall based on the seeds in this heat. So we'll have to keep an eye on Elise's time and see how it stacks up as we go through the race. So Kenzie McMahon out to the early lead at 101.95 next to her Lee of North Baltimore at 101.98. You'll notice on the scoreboard about 5 to 7 seconds after the ladies touch the wall, you will see the split time. So it's a great way to track how the race is going from 50 to 50. So watch here for the times to flip around there, and you can see the fastest split there was posted by the leader at 32.10. Pushing through the 200 now, 2:06.47 by McMahon, splitting a 32.4. Lee still in second at 32.8. Running third was McMurray, 2:01.1 and a 32.9. So just like this, over 200 meters, a quarter of the way through the race, Kenzie McMahon of the Bowl School Sharks has pushed out to a pretty nice lead. Not much of a kick behind her, as to you might expect here in the 800. Feet just tend to stabilize the stroke a bit and also provide them a little bit of stability as they move through the stroke cycle, keeping them straight and so on. So looking at McMahon, 32.4 there, Lee 32.6. So it's just a couple of tenths each 50. Aesop Lee, though, right here doing a better job, it looks like. We'll see if she's actually closing the gap. She's in a great position to draft there, right on that lane line. There's a bit of a wave that will come right off the hip of the leader, and if Lee can get up about another 6 to 8 inches, she'll be able to pick up that wave right under her hip, and that will help her a ton in saving some energy. 3:11.4 to 3:12.4, the splits for the top two, 32.4 and 32.7. Into third now is McKenna, or correction, Paige McKenna, 3:14.3 out of lane 1. We'll see if Paige can swim her way into the race. 3:11.4 to 3:12.4, the splits for the top two, 32.4 and 32.7. Into third now is McKenna, or correction, Paige McKenna, 3:14.3 out of lane 1. We'll see if Paige can swim her way into the race. 3:11.4 to 3:12.4, the splits for the top two, 32.4 and 32.7. Good response here by the leader, Kenzie McMahon. Putting some separation between her and Aesop Lee. 3:43.9 and 3:45.0 respectively there. 32.5 for both ladies. You can see that bow wave coming off the hip of your leader. See how it just slides into the lane rope about even with her feet. And if you follow the trail of that wave, you'll see it lands right on the hip or shoulders of Aesop Lee. So she's still in good shape, using that little bit of advantage. 4:16.4 for the leader, 4:18.7 for Lee, and 4:20.39 for McKenna. $32.5 for the leader, 33.3 for the number 2 swimmer, Aesop Lee. And looking into third, it's still Paige McKenna, 33.1, and closing the gap a bit on Aesop Lee, but she's got some heavy lifting to do, as right now it is Kenzie McMahon and the clock. Kenzie will clear the 500 in 5:21.42. 300 meters to go. Kenzie McMahon on pace to go quicker than the time established by Elise Bauer earlier today. Rock solid on these splits. 32 mid all the way along here at this stage of the race. $6:26.57 for Kenzie McMahon. 32.6 on the split. Still Lee in second. Third is Paige McKenna. So Elise Bauer's time of 8:45.75 will definitely come into play here down the stretch of this race. $32.7 for the leader. Split's beginning to come up just a bit. Aesop Lee back under 33 seconds on that split. Olivia McMurray working hard to try and run down Paige McKenna for third in the heat. Olivia swimming in lane 3. Leader will pick up the bell here with 100 meters to go as Kenzie McMahon through the 700 in 7:32.59. Now Kenzie gets her legs behind her, picking up her tempo here as she races across the final 100 meters. $8:05.60 for the leader. So she is on pace to go significantly faster than Elise Bauer. But Bauer's time could come into play here for a top 3 finish. We'll see how it shakes out. Kenzie came in at 8:39.96 and looks to be under it here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your junior national champion here in the 800 will be Kenzie McMahon of the Bull School Sharks, winning in 8:37.45. Placing second in the heat is Esop Lee at 8:42.78. Picking up third at 8:45.51, Paige McKenna. And we look at the rankings come in here and we see that Elise Bauer will probably land in about 5th place and make the podium based on her afternoon swim. Also, this afternoon we had Abigail McCullough of Swim Atlanta, 8:45.87, and that will make it onto the podium as well. Ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap up the heat here, how about a round of applause for your final heat here in the women's 800-meter freestyle. Your champion out there is Kenzie McMahon of the Bull School Sharks. Congratulations.